right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Young Fox.
These intros, I just love them. They're really great. We are here for another episode of The State of Synth. We hope you guys are tuning in to hear some groovy tunes because we got them. And we're going to go ahead and talk some news. We have a very special guest coming up. PRIZM is going to be in the house, and we, of course, have some great, juicy news coming your way. But before we go ahead and jump into that, we're going to jump right into our top story. Yeah, our top story for tonight. Callax, not amused with rock band Muse over his song usage without his permission. What? Yes, in a recent tweet, Callax accused the band Muse of using his song Levitate as an outro to their 36-day simulation world tour without permission and no credits. Apparently, the artist tried to reach out to the band's management about a month ago to no avail. That is never good, never cool. But it just so happens that we do have more on this story. And we're going to go ahead and cut it away to the Mr. Synthbot83, who can tell us a little bit more about this story. He is on the scene right now. So, Synthbot, are you out there?
Thanks, Dennis. I'm standing out here outside of the tour bus where there seems to be a lot of angry protesting going on. The crowd seems to be very angry with the way that Muse is using Callax's song without permission. There is a lot of chanting and shouting of phrases like "Justice for Callax" and "Dear God, can you just keep one style and stick with it?" So far, Dennis, things don't seem to be getting out of hand. I will certainly keep you up to date with the latest updates. Back to you, Dennis.
All right, well, thank you very much, Synthbot. We really appreciate the update on that story. Sounds like it's not going too crazy yet, but we will definitely keep you guys updated on the scene as the details do occur. Jules, what do you think about all this?
So I was following it along in Twitter, and I had my pitchfork ready. I was gonna start burning stuff, and then there was discussion on Twitter. I didn't know whether to put my pitchfork away. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Callax does. He really kind of puts a lot of stuff out there on the Twitterverse that really kind of gets people talking. And this is definitely a big subject. Really just the crux of the whole synthwave artist deal, where you want to make music, you want to get it heard, but obviously you do want to get credit for your plays. And of course, if Muse is a big touring group, I mean, they're huge, and you wonder, are they really trying to take advantage possibly of the synthwave community? I know their whole new album and reimagining of their music is kind of going in more of a synthwave direction. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just one of them things where they just did it not knowingly. I know the sound guys are basically just there and they play whatever they want to play. One of the things that we did do was we kind of looked it up and did a little bit of research on this thing here, which is always good. We found that there's a couple ways you can actually go ahead and combat this. Actually, with a simple performance rights organization, if you sign up with them. I know ASCAP and BMI, they are the U.S. version of that, but
there's a Canadian version, there's a UK version.
Yeah. So it's kind of a unknown thing, I guess. I mean, I'm not a recording artist, but I am a DJ, and I know when I used to DJ, I used to go and, man, I just play whatever I want. There's kind of a gray area with DJs, and I guess
so I'm a DJ as well, and if you research it, you either pay these fees personally as a DJ. So let's say you're making a good income, you'd pay these fees in whatever country you're DJing in, or the bar or venue should take care of that.
Right. I think it's one of them things where if you're dealing with like a small type of venue, it's one of them things where you really don't have to, really mess too much with that kind of stuff. But I think the thing is, when you are Muse, you kind of, have to pony up and at least pay those ASCAP and BMI royalty fees. But the thing is, I think they really do. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, here's the thing. I wonder about these royalty fees, whether it's the PRO that you're mentioning. I wonder if it ever gets to the artist.
Yeah.
Like, so like in our scene, it's not the biggest.
Right.
At the very least, though, I love the fact that a band like Muse brings attention to the aesthetic, the style of music, but at the very least, put credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I think you're right.
At the very least. I don't believe in a lot of these services that you got to either pay for licensing, because I have no idea if I pay that fee as a DJ or a venue, does it go to the artist?
Right.
Never.
You never know.
I have PRO. Would the music go to Calax? I doubt it.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is with the research I did, and I spoke to a lot of musicians that are in the recording industry too, and they said that really it's more or less free to sign up for these different types of organization. If not, it's a nominal fee. Just kind of a good idea just to do it. If they're not directly paying the artist, one of the things that you can do, at least from what I found out, is you can actually make a claim. If you belong to a particular PRO, you can say, hey, I have a recording here of my music being played at this big venue. I'd like to have some money, please. And it's actually a pretty easy way to get, your due, but you have to kind of put a claim in. It's not like they're going to mail you a check and stuff.
Not only that, you have to know that your music's going to be played.
Yeah. I think it's definitely one of them things where you still got to be really adamant and on top of things. But I mean, considering Calax's case, he actually had a recording of them playing the music, so I think it would probably be a pretty safe claim for him to make if he did have a PRO. But you live and learn, I guess. That's one of the ways that you gotta roll with it. But as far as the PRO, it's good to have. Obviously, though, I think Muse should have really try to reach out to the community a little bit. If they're going to go with the synthwave aesthetics, I don't know, maybe try to just maybe jump in, I don't know, nestle themselves into the community. Maybe they got pushback. Who knows? Because I know a lot of synthwave fans are kind of against any type of group that just wants to kind of jump in the scene, especially a big group like Muse, where next week they could just be doing something completely different. So it's kind of a tough price to pay, but not really sure.
So you know what? I'm in the chat. We've got Azeria in the chat. We've got Von Kaiser in the chat.
Whoa.
All three of them.
Nice.
And there's a lot of talk about. So Von Kaiser is with BMI. Azeria is saying like a lot of these services will do the policing for you, but you got to register your works with them. That's what Azeria is saying.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the key. It costs next to nothing to register with a PRO, and I really think that everybody out there should do it, like today, like tomorrow. Go ahead and register. Even if you do not find out that people are playing your music, if you are that adamant about protecting your music. If I was a producer, I mean, I probably would just be like, hey, I don't care, especially if people are playing music in a stadium for thousands of people. I mean, I would probably say, hey, that's pretty groovy. But if you're really worried about protecting your music, I think that's definitely a safe bet. So definitely check that out. In fact, if you guys want information, we can also tweet out some links to let some people know where they can just go and get ready to try and sign up for some sort of protection. Because
you know what? From what I'm seeing in the chat, you know what? We've got people, other artists who know this stuff.
There it is.
Don't sit on your laurels.
That's right. No laurels.
Take care of your property, your intellectual property.
For sure. take care of your house. You know, that's your music, that's your livelihood. So definitely try to reach out to nightride.fm. Come on into the chat. Everyone in the chat is really cool, very friendly, and they will help you out. They'll get you on the right path. You can reach out to any of us, info@nightride.fm. We can definitely shoot you some links of people in your area that you can go ahead and register. Get your music protected. Very nice.
Right.
All right. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and just jump into our sponsor real quick. Our sponsor for tonight is sponsored by XLN Audio, extraordinary audio plugins for your music. What do you think about those plugins, Jules? You ever use XLN?
When I start producing, I'm gonna love it.
And you're gonna probably be seeing a little bit more about XLN in the next couple episodes. So we'll kind of keep you posted. We got a lot of fun things in store for you. And before we go on into our next thing, we do want to remind you guys the State of Synth Completely Mental Volume 1. Take a guess when it's about to be released.
Oh, take a guess. It's gonna be Saturday. August 31st. So you know what? I guess depends on the time zone. I got to be aware of that because I got to hit that I got to hit that release button.
Yep, you got to hit that publish, the release it out into the wild and see what happens.
58 songs, over 60 artists, 4 hours of music, all for a good cause.
Yeah, who does it benefit, Jules?
Oh, so this charity compilation is in support of a mental health research and awareness. So it benefits 2 foundations in the U.S. One is called the Brain and Behavior Foundation. The other one is called the National Alliance of Mental Illness. So, yeah.
And I tell you what,
Volume 1.
We have had so many people in the community just talking about this album, and if you are not able to purchase a copy of the album, I mean, for the price of a McDonald's breakfast, I mean, it's kind of a win-win. You get 58 songs, which are bangers, just about all of them. But if you could just help us out, spread awareness.
Yeah, you know what? If you don't have to purchase the album, just spread the awareness around. It's you don't even have to spread the awareness of this album. Spread the awareness of mental health and how anything from the smallest thing, stress, to family issues, to health issues, anything. Everything matters.
But go buy the album.
Well, yeah. You know what I realized? With over 60 artists on it.
Yeah, we did a lot of work. I tell you what, though. Also, as an extra bonus, one of the cool things that we did is, because this is a State of Synth sponsored album, we actually have a nice little care package for everybody that orders the album. We have a exclusive little half-hour, I guess you would say, director's commentary that we did a couple weeks back.
A little thank you, a little director's commentary, a little catch-up.
Yeah, and you get all the original songs for the first season.
And you also get all the skits. From our season 1.
Yes, Vasto.
And all our like show notes. Oh God.
All the scribbles.
You can see how we operate here.
Yeah, which is not very well sometimes.
Playing it off the cuff.
Yeah, but you know what? It's one of them things where it's a great cause. We're definitely out there for the community. We do not make a single dollar on this album. We send all the proceeds to those 2 major charities. So we would like you to think with your hearts and think with your wallets. I don't know. Think with something. Just think.
Just share.
Share and think and support and make awareness. All that good stuff. So before we roll on into our next part of our show, and of course our special guest PRIZM tonight, we are dying to play this new fresh track. This is synthwave producer is Titan Project, right? Did I get it right?
Titan Project.
Titan Project. I knew I messed it up on the first one,
man.
Jules.
I love this track. So if anybody's listening, I was actually talking to one of the 2 producers of Titan Project, and this song was bugging me. There was an itch I couldn't scratch. It reminded me of something, and I realized, if any of you remember the song Duran Duran, Come Undone,
yes,
this is in the same vein. This is like very similar music. These guys, they've been producing for many, many years. So they've got skills, they've got chops, and this song is incredible.
Very good vocals indeed. I love it. And we're going to go ahead and play it for you right now. This is Outsiders by Titan Project right here on Night Ride FM.
We're living in a world where everything's the same. Can't find the road that leads us astray from ordinary. Take me out. We're living in a dream where everything is strange. Distorted by
All right, once again, that is Titan Project with Outsiders. You like that tune, Jules?
Damn right I do. I love it.
It is a great tune, and the vocals are really, really, really popping on that. I just love it.
Those boys, they show their experience. They've got their production skills, their production values are right up there. And I was talking to Jonah, one of the two, and he was telling me that recording that song, trying to get their two voices synced up and in harmony, like bang on,
right,
was not easy.
Yeah, it's tough. I tell you what, speaking of amazing harmony, we do have our very special guest for this evening. We would like to welcome PRIZM to the show. How are you doing, ladies?
Hey, we're good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So now we have Chris and Danny, am I right?
Yes.
All right. So Chris and Danny, you are from the band or project. Do you call yourselves a project, a band?
Yeah, we're a band. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And it's PRIZM. You ladies are putting out this amazing harmony. It's more or less, I guess you would consider it synth pop, which is honestly right up my alley. I do listen to it pretty much every Friday night when I'm just ready to go out and have a good time, get a little whiskey in me, and just blare some PRIZM.
Not whiskey. I thought it was Canadian rye.
No, he says he's a whiskey guy.
Well, now I always thought they were this. I know they're the same thing in a way. We actually have another discussion here, I guess, about whiskey and rye, and I guess aren't they of the whiskey family?
Yeah, so rye is part of the whiskey family.
All right, well there you go.
Whiskey can include all kinds of things. But anyways, I digress.
All right. So, and I heard that Chris and Danny, you are whiskey fans as well.
Oh yeah, we love it.
We come with the hard-hitting questions here on the status.
I like it. Get straight to the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Who don't care about the music?
So, wait, let me get this straight. So, Chris, you're the guitarist, vocals, and what?
Yeah.
Ukulele? Seriously?
Yeah, I actually used to teach ukulele lessons to kids. I worked at Guitar Center, and I sold ukuleles, and these parents would come in and ask if I gave lessons. I was like, sure, makes them extra money. Yeah, I play guitar. Been playing for about 15 years. Been singing forever. Danny plays as well.
Now,
Danny does guitar and vocals as well, right?
Yes.
So
Jeez.
there's a little bit of context here, and I guess that's probably one of the things that I kind of omitted when I was just kind of shooting for jumping right in here. You obviously have been musicians for a long, long time, and you kind of change up your sound. This is kind of a new direction for you guys, but I know that you kind of done really everything, right? I mean, you've done a little bit of country, you've done a little bit of folk, and you ladies just seem to be the type of music people that can just do anything, really. I mean, you could probably even take like a synthwave song and make it into a country song or a folk song if you wanted to, right? I mean, that's the good thing about good songwriting is you can kind of port it, to different venues and different styles and everything like that. So you guys came from more like kind of like a folk background in the beginning?
Yeah, I would say we're very singer-songwriter in the beginning, just as friends. What we wrote together was acoustic, guitar-led, really interesting lyrics with a lot of imagery and obviously the harmonies. So it was like that was our thing for a long time.
Yeah, damn good harmony. I really dig the sound. Like I said, I play it every Friday night. I love the sound, and it's just got such a nice, clean, and well-produced sound as well. You ladies are from Texas, and I don't hear any kind of accent, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I feel like I've been asked that a lot when I'm in other states. I used to live in Orange County, and everyone always asked me where my accent was, and I told them I left it back in Texas. Both of our moms have accents, but I don't know if we do. Sometimes I hear recordings of me talking and certain words. I'm like, oof,
Yeah,
There it is.
it comes out on certain words. It does for sure. It also depends on like who you're hanging out with too. So like it's got something to do with it.
And how much whiskey you're drinking too.
Rye.
Rye. Jules is with the rye. In fact, I love rye. I love it all though. I like a good rye. I like a good scotch. You know, the Scots, they do it pretty good too. But I tell you what, I guess, you know, you guys are over there and not near Tennessee, but I'm just thinking of the word Tennessee whiskey. That seems to be kind of a big thing over there, right? I mean, your whiskey's kind of popping over there.
Sure, yeah. Actually one of our favorites. There's actually a distillery here in Fort Worth, and it's TX whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Good
That's kind of what we drink when we go out. That or what else do we like? Maker's Mark.
Yeah, we love Maker's Mark.
Oh yeah,
We like
in Toronto, a lot of people like that as well.
I like that as well.
Oh, here we go. I'm googling this TX whiskey.
Oh, it's good.
It's super good.
All right, I need.
Get your hands on some.
Oh man, yeah, it's the good stuff right there.
Oh, that is excellent. So yeah, it's really awesome. You know, whiskey, and we got to have one of these nights where we just have a nice glass of whiskey and we just belt out karaoke. What do you think? You think we can schedule something like a little karaoke party?
Make it Whitney Houston. We're there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? I gotta let everybody listening know that just before the show aired, we're like dealing with some technical troubles, but listening to you two singing along and harmonizing just off the cuff, while we're like sorting out sound difficulties.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's amazing. Can you sing? Totally gonna make this really corny, but can you just come up with like something off the cuff? I don't know, like maybe something special for the State of Synth show.
Oh man, so nobody can see, but I'm wearing these fly pink camo cargo pants, and while we were trying to sound check, I was singing in the mic about them, like like $15 and some change. Got these pants from Buffalo.
And then I was like, pink camo cargo pants.
Pink camo cargo pants.
Pink
There we go.
cargo pants. Yeah.
It was it was kind of dumb.
Oh.
Just be able to sing about anything. You guys, these pants, though,
They're fly as hell.
they are so fly.
Nice.
I just love the harmony though. That was awesome.
Lay that down on tape. That is amazing. I wish I could sing like that. I can't sing. I could talk, but I can't. It's one of them things everyone's like, oh, you must be a great singer. I'm like, no.
What's so funny is like when we talk, I'm always like, ugh, I don't like hearing the sound of my talking voice. I'd rather sing.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
think
sing
anybody
everything.
wants to hear their voice when they're speaking, including me.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've heard myself so many times now. I guess I've became immune to it because I'm just neurotic like that. I play back all the shows and I'm like, yeah, I sounded terrible on that, you know, but eventually I'm just like, yeah, that's passable.
This'll do.
Yeah, this'll work. But obviously you do a lot of harmony in your music, which is great. And man, you're just coming out with all these bangers right out the gate. I know you've been kind of honing a lot of these songs over a few years now, and I know you just got picked up with Fixed, which is awesome because we love those guys. And you got a single coming out as well, right?
Yes, we do. We're really excited. It comes out September 2nd, so 4 days. It's called We Were Young. This one was really fun to work on in the studio. We did a lot of kind of bouncing back and forth with our vocals, singing lead. The harmonies were really fun. Singing the ad-libs really kind of pushed us as artists with that. Has a really cool nostalgic vibe to it. We're really excited to show this side of our songwriting to everyone.
Yeah, and I heard a little bit about it, and it is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
it's
hey,
very
that was
playful.
kind of a melodic what you did right there, and I liked it.
Yeah, that's about the best you're gonna get from me.
Hey,
Good enough for me.
I heard that.
I tell you what, this is such a good time. We're gonna keep you on if that's okay. Real quick though, we would like to see if we can get our quick weather report out here real quick. Mr. Jules, can you go ahead and just jam us into our weather real quick?
Of course I can. Well, most people are starting to feel the temperatures cooling down, unless you're living in Atlanta or London, England. There, the weather is still sweltering. One has palm trees, the other fish and chips. I can't decide which I prefer. It would be nice to eat fish and chips under a palm tree. I suppose I should move to Australia.
Oh, yes. Z. I think
Yeah.
Z has it nice.
Yeah, damn right. And you know what? On that note, since we have our special guests with us, why don't we play a track from them?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right, this is All Night by PRIZM here on Night Ride FM.
I wanna be the one to stand out in the crowd with you. Every night is young when you hold me like I want you to do. Hands reach in between all of the spaces we leave, closing in on us. We come alive, giving everything away into the night. Let it go now. Let it go now. Come on, baby, let it go. Let it go now.
And once again, that was All Night with PRIZM. And we do have PRIZM in the house tonight. You hanging with us here, ladies? Still good?
Yeah.
Hi.
Awesome.
Now, before we go into our next segment here, I do want to talk to you a little bit more, and I'm going to bring this artist up because the minute that I heard your sound, I just immediately thought of the band Haim. I don't know if you've ever heard of that band.
Yes, they are amazing.
I love their sound, and they're kind of like doing the same thing, but they're not really going for the aesthetic. But I think I think the rhythms are kind of the same, right? As far as they're trying to put out that early 80s pop, synth pop sound, I guess, right?
Yeah, they do a little bit. I heard one of their more recent tracks the other day, and I was like, wow, this is like, it's got some synth in there, some heavy synth.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cool, but I still don't think it would be like classified as like synthwave, but maybe more like pop. Maybe they're kind of going in that direction, like pop wave, which would be really cool for people like us who are harmonizing females, you know,
For
be really
sure.
encouraging.
They could open up for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, I'm get over here. Flat up.
Call me. But yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, I love the sound. It's just really, really good sound. They did a whole like Fleetwood Mac thing, but they have a song called Forever that I really like, and it reminds me a lot of All Night when I hear that song. So yeah, just good stuff. I'm just really happy to finally see harmony coming into synthwave. It's been how long?
Well, hey,
Long enough.
you know what?
It's like one of them
You know what-
things
you know what?
where there's like synthwave 3.0, right?
The evolution.
The revolution.
Really not any on what I listen to.
Yeah, there's not a lot. I mean, you ladies are really just coming out the gate. I know Von Kaiser, who is also in the chat room here tonight, I believe. The whole crew is in there. They're kind of breaking out with that harmonized vocals in synthwave, which is really awesome too.
Well, hey, you know what? The first track we played tonight by Titan Project, those boys, they know how to harmonize.
Yeah. So it's creeping in.
It's creeping in.
And it's nice. It's nice to see it creeping in. Just really good to change it up, kind of move on with the genre and make it grow and make it spread out. So synthwave turns into everything. And that's at least my opinion. Synthwave is everywhere. I don't want to be one of them little guys that just kind of puts it in a compartment. And, if you're not making, gated drums and fast cars.
Reverbs.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you're
Well,
not-
even as like, how it's a specific genre, harmonies appeal to everyone.
they do.
They're
Very true.
just something so beautiful about meshing the two human voices. It's just awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into some other news right now. And this is kind of an interesting thing here. It's kind of a sad little topic that we're just going to kind of brush on real quick. Everyone's favorite synthwave producer and Tweetmaster. He's got the very nice, very uplifting tweets. Turbo Vice, he has stated that he will be dropping out of synthwave for an indeterminate amount of time due to health reasons. He will be unable to continue with his music or presence, which is a bummer. We hope he does find his health again and recovers and gets back to making some really good music. Of course, we're going to miss his Friday follows and, of course, all the amazing music. I know you talked with Turbo Vice a little bit more than I do, Jules, but, I know his stuff.
You know what? In the 2 years I've been following synthwave, I was in love with his music. And also his logo I've got one of his T-shirts. I wear it proudly. So yeah, it's a loss. We've lost a couple of artists in the last year or two. It's nothing new. I just wish him all the best. You know what? Take a break. Come back when you're ready. I'd like to tell everyone out there, if you want to show him some love, because everybody knows Turbo Vice. He does his Friday follows. He tags everyone. Such an amazing gentleman. Visit turbovice.bandcamp.com, purchase his discography. he's made all his songs name your price, so this is an easy thing. And I want to remind everyone, he's also graciously contributed one of his tracks to our charity album called Station. So yeah, a true gentleman and all-around nice guy.
Yeah, for sure. Turbo Vice, we do thank you for all that you have done for the community and the music. And I tell you what, let's go ahead and play a song from him in kind of a nice send-off. You know, hopefully he will be back with more awesome tunes. Turbo Vice, this is his song, Second Chances. We're going to go ahead and drop that for you right now. So best of luck, Turbo Vice. Get healthy quick and jump back into this awesome synth wave scene, my friend. Here it is. This is Turbo Vice with Second Chances. All right, that was Turbo Vice with Second Chances. Great tune right there. We're going to go ahead and jump on into our feel good story of the week. We have a nice one. Jules, can you go ahead and kick that off for us right now, sir?
Of course I can. Everybody's favorite producer, Demi K. His latest single, Only the Strong. Many of you probably own it. You've heard it. You've got it on your playlist. It's made it to the new Retrowave YouTube channel. So, yeah, great artist, great guy, great song, and well-deserved. Demi is an avid supporter of many other artists. He's always discovering and adding them to his playlists on Spotify as well. So I've discovered many an artist through his playlist. So yeah, news like this brings a smile to my face.
There you go. Some nice warm stories to warm. What is the phrase you use? The cockles of my heart.
Cockles, yeah. Congrats, Demi. But yeah, it's warm in the cockles of our heart.
I don't know how you can not laugh every time you say that. I don't know. It's just me. Am I the only one picking up on that? I don't know.
Your mind is somewhere.
It's in the gutter. It is every single time. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into our next thing here. This is the part where we play the Neon Fox Song of the Week. And I think we have another doozy here this week. Can you go ahead and set this one up for us, Mr. Fox?
Oh, damn, I would love to. So, Outland Recordings. So, most of you know Outland. They create those amazing synthwave festivals. They've just created a label. They've signed up, new arcades? And now they've got one of my favorite artists, Morgan Willis, on board.
Woo!
Yeah, so they're going to be dropping the very first track from his upcoming album, which is due out in about the next 8 weeks. Morgan hails from France, and most synthwave fans are familiar with his stellar work. We managed to score some inside information regarding Morgan as well. He's going to be hopping over the pond for a U.S. tour next year. So if you're a show promoter and are interested in booking this stellar gentleman, you can get in touch with Outland Bookings. So, our first premiere tonight of the evening is up right now. This is Rabbit Hole Chasing You, featuring Kel by Morgan Willis, here on Night Ride FM.
I've been chasing you all over time. What else can I do to make you mine? I know you're hiding 'cause you don't wanna go deep down this rabbit hole, but I've been chasing you. What can I do to make you mine?
All right, there it is, a little Morgan Willis featuring Kel. That is Rabbit Hole Chasing You. That is just such a badass tune. What do you think about that, ladies? You like a little Morgan Willis every now and then?
You got me there. What can I say, Dennis? You got me there.
Well, you definitely got to check them out. Really good stuff. They're actually out of the UK, so it's some nice.
Morgan's French.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's Francais.
I don't think any of us know what we're talking about. Yeah.
The show's ruined.
Huge scene, so we're still getting. We're just like this. Door has opened to this
Whole new
world, and we are entrenched in it and absorbing everything we can. It's been really cool.
I tell you
guys,
what,
you gotta check out Morgan Willis. Check out his last two albums,
Yes.
Jenkins House and Supernova. This guy, he does like synthwave, but it's more pop, more dance.
you would like them.
Very French, kind of like Daft Punky type influence. Very popish. He's amazing.
Yeah, very, very good stuff. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, wait a minute. This just in. It's coming over the wire right now. Hang on one second. FM Attack's new label, Starfield Music, has just picked up 3 major synthwave artists. What? Did you hear about this, Jules?
Oh, I heard like mention of Glitbiter and a few other people.
Wait a minute. It's all coming in under the wire right now. As you may not already know, FM Attack formed his Starfield Music label with the release of his new album, New World. Well, it just so happens that he added Betamax, Vandal Moon, Mecha Maiko, and Robert Parker, and Glitbiter. Holy crap.
Awesome.
That is some breaking news. That is unbelievable. So I know that he's had Starfield Music. He put that out when he put out his most recent album, but he just kind of broke it loose. Now he's got all these great artists under his label doing his thing. So that is amazing. Good news in on the wire. Nice job, Sean. And we certainly can't wait to hear what you guys got coming out. If you guys want to check it out too, you can go to Starfield Music, apparently, .bandcamp.com. Very good. All right, so always good news when a new label emerges. You know, it's nice to kind of bulk up in the families, you know, and little groups where you can kind of, you know, put things out and have the force of many behind you, which is always a good idea. All right, so we're going to keep trotting along here. This is our next segment where we tell you about album releases, and let's see. Let's jump right on into it. You got some cool album releases that are about to happen, Mr. Jules?
Wow, damn right I do. We've got we've got a couple of album releases coming out Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be premiering some of those songs tonight, right after this little segment. But first of all, Von Kaiser has an EP coming out on Saturday. It's called The Glossy EP. It's got 4 tracks on it. You and I have been fortunate enough to hear these songs ahead of everyone else. Wow. Like, vocal synthwave. You know what? 3 of the songs have some vocals in them. 1 is instrumental. This, I don't know. These guys are like cranking it up to the next level.
To 11, I think.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for everyone to hear this stuff. They're talented, like all 3 band members, and they, you know what, they'll have a saxophonist contributing to their songs and such. But right out of the get-go with their very first album, Landline, just incredible. This EP, the mastering has taken it up to another notch. Oof. So, yes, Saturday, August 31st, the Glossy EP by Von Kaiser drops upon everybody's heads. Get ready for it. Also, Sunday, Arctic Mega Defender releases his album. It's been long awaited. It's called Battle of Planet Arctica. If you were ever a kid, you remember TV shows and cartoons, and you remember all the theme music, Arctic Mega Defender, he's got that sound down pat.
He does.
Every one of his songs on this album sounds like the theme song from the Thundercats, whether it's like
Transformers.
the A-Team. Yeah, Transformers, Voltron, you name it. He's got that sound down pat. So Sunday, September 1st, look out for Battle of the Planet Arctica by Arctic Mega Defender. What else? Vector 7 just released an album.
Yeah,
Came out on
guys.
Tuesday. Wicked. Vector 7's one of my favorite artists. He's got that like high energy, like almost techno synthwave. Incredible stuff. And finally, Ace Marino. Anybody paying attention? If you're, well, you know what? We've got PRIZM on the show. Ace Marino's another fixed member.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
He
just dropped his Muscle Beach Sweatwave track. It should be available on pretty much every platform. I think he was saying like it would be available tomorrow, but by like 5 p.m. today.
Yeah, I think it's
on Spotify.
I think it's ready to
on
rock and roll.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's amazing stuff. So if you want that 80s workout, pay attention. Ace Marino, he just released Muscle Beach. So Dennis, what do you have for us?
Yes, sir. We're going to go ahead into some more album releases. And I'd like to tell you about this artist and producer, Xenon. He will be releasing his debut concept album on the 10th of September 2019. Miami Cop is a synthwave record that takes listeners on a journey through a neon futuristic Miami while delivering retro 80s sounds and nostalgic throughout. That's a win-win right there, I think. Pattern Shift. He is dropping out his new album, Wake of the Wanderer. That's coming out on September 6th, so that is amazing stuff. We love him. And of course, there is also some good news to cassette collectors and Ace Buchanan fans. I'm sure we have a few out there. There's now a second limited run of cassettes after stock being empty for half a year. It is again going to be going into a small run. If you guys want your Magenta Nights, you better snatch up that copy now. And with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop some more music. What do you think? Jules, can you go ahead and we're going to talk up this next song here. What do you think?
Damn right. So
I think we're gonna have to do a count, like a drinking game, with every time Jules says "you're damn right." I think that's replacing awesome this year.
You gonna let me bring in this song?
Yeah, why not? Let's. What do you think? Sure.
All right, you're doing me a favor here. All right, so I was mentioning Von Kaiser. They generously allowed us to premiere the title track from this stellar EP dropping on Saturday. The new EP features 4 incredible songs, 3 with vocals, 1 instrumental. They've tweaked their sound a bit. The new music is much more retro, but at the same time, a lot more electronic. And the mastering, as I said before, is simply incredible. So let's take a listen to the title track from the EP. This is Glossy by Von Kaiser here on Night Ride FM.
I remember when, but I can't remember them. The faces of all the people that I used to know. Like a hard drive filled with pictures from the past. Like an old man who never spends his cash. I've got a bunch of great ideas with nowhere to go. Drive around town in my red Fiero. I've got nothing left to lose on a Saturday night. A 6-pack of courage and I'm feeling alright. 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 Alright.
And once again, that was Von Kaiser with Glossy.
God damn, I think I just wet my pants. That song was awesome.
That song is amazing. And I tell you what, man, it's just the perfect package now. I really just dig it. I dig the production. I dig the vox. I dig the sound. I dig the songwriting. It's just amazing. But yeah, so really just amazing artists, just knocking it out of the gate. And once again, we still have PRIZM. You ladies still hanging out with us, right?
Heck yeah.
Excellent. Now, I know we just did a lot of album releases and we kind of announced them out there. And one of them was actually one of your label mates, right? Which was Mr. Ace Marino. What do you think about that?
I listened to his song today. I've been waiting for it to come out because he's been posting clips. And one of my favorite things about synthwave and all the arms of synth music is how easy it is to work out and get pumped up. And this song is perfect for it. As soon as it started and he's like, stretch, sweat, work out. I was like adding it to my workout playlist right now. One of my other favorite songs from him was Holding My Breath. And after I listened to that song, I was so into his stuff. And this was before we even became label mates. Right. So Muscle Beach is definitely, that one is, it's
the end lyrics. Great job. It's time to cool down. Don't get to stay hydrated. I'm Ace Marino. Till next time.
Too perfect. Like he just nailed it on that song.
He did. And he's a fun dude. We actually did a small interview with him when he dropped his last single, and it was one that you just mentioned, but I already forgot it because I have short-term memory.
Hold your breath.
Hold your breath. Hold my breath?
Holding my breath.
Yes, that's it, man.
Yeah.
Whew, it's tough getting old. But he's just a fun dude, you know. He's just a really fun guy. But yeah, we love Ace Marino, and of course all the Fix artists do a great job. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump into one more fun thing here. We're going to do a quick little birthday shout outs. Mr. Neon Fox, can you go ahead and announce some of our birthdays for this, I guess this week, right?
Yeah, of course. Well, there aren't that many. So tomorrow, August 30th, singer-producer Maya and producer Neon Knox are celebrating birthdays. So happy birthday, guys. And that's about it.
That was short. Short and sweet. All right, so we're going to keep things moving along because, my God, we just broke past the hour and a half mark. I'm starting to feel like Beyond Synth now with the with the high five that's not a half hour long anymore. I blame it on you, Jules. I mostly
I know
blame
it is.
You.
It's me and Marco's fault.
And your 5-minute long songs.
All right, you know what? Let's jump into the touring event news.
Yes.
I'm gonna go really fast here because we got to wrap this whole show up.
Rock on.
Tonight, August 29th, The Midnight kicked off their fall North American tour in Portland, Oregon. And I happen to know that Karin was gonna go see that show.
Nice.
So yeah, they're gonna be hitting Vancouver and then 2 shows in Seattle afterwards. And also tomorrow, Friday, August 30th, Flashback Future Festival featuring Ace Buchanan, Master Boot Record, and VHS Dreams in Helsinki, Finland. And then we've got the Retro Force Finland. It's a double album of 20 tracks from Finnish artists, including Turbo Knight and various others. It's to be released September 1st. Saturday, October 31st, the Synth Cartel presents Dark Fantasia in LA, featuring Neuron Spectre, Dread, McReady, and Mako. If anybody hasn't paid attention to Mako's latest video, his last single is also on Spotify. Do it. August 31st, Saturday, Retro Synth Fury 11 featuring Calm Trues, Wave Shaper, and Robert Parker goes down in Paris, France. So that's a big deal. And finally, a tour we need to mention, Nina and Parallels, the Queen of Synthwave, and Parallels, one of my favorite artists, also from Toronto. So yay me. They got their Automatic Gold tour kicking off. So September 11th, at the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn, and it goes till September 22nd in Chicago, Illinois. They're going to have supporting artists like Mike Loakley, Vaughn Kaiser, and various... Oh, Bunny X, Serena. Yeah, Night... Oh, my God. Yeah. So this tour, Nina and Parallels, September 11th to the 22nd. Pay attention. Go to Nina or Parallels Facebook pages. Check out their events section. Get yourself a ticket. I know they're coming to Toronto September 20th. I'm going to be there. So yay me.
For sure. All
Yeah,
right. We got another tune lined up here, Jules.
Damn right. All right. So before moving on, we're going to have... we have another premiere tonight here on the State of Synth. I mentioned it earlier. Arctic Mega Defender's new album, Battle of Planet Arctica, is releasing this Sunday. And he's allowed us to premiere a track for you guys tonight that you haven't heard yet. This is All Systems Go here on Night Ride FM.
There it is, the little Arctic Mega Defenders. All systems go right there. You were listening to nightride.fm. We are just about getting ready to wrap it on up. And, man, we went into over an hour and a half, Jules. This is crazy.
Yeah. Yep. It's not my fault.
I blame you, man. I blame you every time. All right, so we're going to go into a real quick special announcement right now. Night Ride FM is happy to announce that we will be picking up a special version of the Two Poor Bastards radio show. Now, you guys know this, right, Jules? This is
Yeah. You know what? It was North Innsbruck who put me onto these guys.
So what they do, and PRIZM, Chris and Danny, this is, I think, going to be right up your alley, too. So what they do is they drink a lot of alcohol, maybe some whiskey.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Dennis, you just get us.
See, we're right there. We're right there. They drink, and then what they do is they just talk about anything they want. They just like anything that's cool. Like you guys, you have a little Taco Bell story that we were actually talking behind the scenes. So what's the deal with Taco Bell and how much you love the Taco Bell?
It's just every time we're done with a gig, it's just what we want. And we want it. We need it. We're kind of obsessed. We just really dig Taco Bell. And
you want it. You need it. That sounds like a song. Oh my God.
Always been for us.
Oh yeah. The background wallpaper on my phone is actually Taco Bell themed. What's up, guys? I'm Chris Love. I'm here for some Taco Bell love.
I love it.
Send me a picture of a bomber jacket that literally had the Taco Bell sign on the back of it. She was like, "I need this," and I was like, "Oh my God,
that's amazing."
Oh yeah.
So.
All right, we're digressing again. Man, I suck. I suck at keeping a congruent show here. Is that a word? Congruent? I think that's the
I hope
word.
people in the chat aren't judging us.
Don't judge us. Don't add us. Okay.
Don't at me after this.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to jump back into talking about Two Poor Bastards. They do some cool stuff, and they also talk about synthwave, and they do interviews. So these guys are amazing. They are going to be debuting on Night Ride FM. Their very first official broadcast will be done on the 12th of September at 7:30 Eastern Time. Their very first guest will be Galaxy 80. So that is awesome to hear that we got some cool programming coming up for all you Night Ride fans. So we're going to jump into our closing piece here. My favorite part of the evening is shout outs. Quick shout out to all the chat room crew, and just too many people to name here tonight, but we have Evol, we have PRIZM, of course, we have CTP. That probably stands for something that I cannot think of, but it's probably somebody that I know. And Z, of course, and of course the Von Kaiser crew. And
we got Dylan, Jake, and David from Von Kaiser. We've got Kit in there.
Baramont, yes. Something like
that. Over in Mixer, we got Lucid Dreams 82. Hi.
Love her. Great stuff. And yeah, so lots of people tuning in on Mixer, which is great. Nightride.fm / it's mixer.com/nightride.fm. So check that out. If that's your gig, if you like the Mixer crew, you can do that. And of course, we want to send a shout out to the VK community. Speaking of communities, that is the Russian, kind of like a Facebook, they're all comrades over there. Hopefully we'll be a comrade too and play some cool tunes for you guys. And we thank you for tuning in on the show. I got to brush up on my Russian. I don't know.
Da.
And I tell you what, we do have some special shout outs going out to our Patreon members. We have our new Patreon is Pattern Shift, a great sci-fi producer out of Longmont, Colorado. So thank you.
Oh, if anybody hasn't checked out his music yet, when you get his music, there is PDF files with an entire story behind it.
It is.
So yeah, pay attention.
It's an entire universe this guy creates. It's incredible. Of course, we want to thank our Patreon, Fix Neon, always supportive. You ladies know a little something about Fixed, but I tell you what, they are super supportive of everything that we do over here, and vice versa. It's good peoples. And our next Patreon is Inexcedra. We want to give a shout out to them as well. And if you would like to become a Patreon yourself, just check us out at patreon.com/NightRideFM. We have many, many levels of support. Show your love. You know, talking about the show is amazing, but it does cost money to run the servers. You know, it's one of them things. But for as little as $1, you can get in the club, get in the supporting of good community synthwave. So with that,
wait, I think Chris and Danny, you want to throw some shout outs out?
Oh, yes. We got to have some shout outs from the...
Definitely want to shout out our label, Fixed Neon, Music Bed as well. We want to shout out, big shout out to Iron Skullet. His playlist really helped launch us into the eyes, the hands, everything of, you know, where we are now. And just anyone who has added us to their playlist, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Every message and comment, because we're so new, we appreciate it, and we read them all, and we try to respond to all of them. So please slide into our DMs, leave us a comment, and don't forget to listen to our song that comes out September 2nd.
Yeah, absolutely.
It all night.
We'll be playing it all night, I'm sure. Actually, I do. I play it every Friday night. So
No pun intended.
No, we love puns over here. That's okay.
All night.
We encourage puns, actually. That's the name of the game over here.
We're all about dad jokes.
Dad jokes and bad puns. Yes, we're all over that stuff. All right, well, very, very good. So we did talk about Pattern Shift and Patreon, of course, and we again thank him for his support. But speaking of Pattern Shift, we're going to go ahead and we would like to play you out with a cut off his newest track from his upcoming album, Wake of the Wanderer. And this is just a great tune. It's entitled The Needle. And of course, before we go, we're very excited to let you know that you can now check us out, the State of Synth, on Spotify and iTunes. We are official, guys. Very excited.
If you missed the show tonight, it'll be on those two in the morning.
There it is. In the morning, check us out. Load us up on your iPod or your Zune, whatever it is that you rock with. So we're very glad to be on that. And of course, if you have any hot news, a hot scoop or whatever, some cool music maybe to share, you can shoot us out an email at any time at tipline at nightride.fm. So great. Very good to hear.
I want to say thanks to Chris and Danny and Jeff in the background too. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you. We
so
appreciate it. Let's do this again sometime and talk more about whiskey.
We definitely will. It's my favorite subject. Do you want to lead us out here, Jules?
Sure. So once again, I'm Neon Fox.
And I'm Dennis G.
And a special thank you to everyone, our special guests, and everyone listening. Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to lead you out with Pattern Shift, The Needle, here on Night Ride FM.